Taran's a dick. Like, yeah, I said it. Yeah. So, and Locke. Fucking blah blah. And actually Taran can die as well. Fuck off. What's up? Okay, so this is a bit of like a weird video, but I mean, aren't they all? This weekend I wanted to, I've been reading I started reading the Cruel Prince series like ages ago. Like I think I read the first book in March last year, and it was like one of the first things I read to like get back into reading. And I read that one, The Cruel Prince, then really liked it at the time, and then I read the second one in like August, I think. I really liked the second one. The second one was a lot better, but I hadn't read the third one yet, and I still haven't. So I was like, okay, like I need to just read it so that it's done, because it's the last one, and also because then I can like section it out of my brain, and also because I've seen loads of like content to do with it and I want to be able to watch it. So I've been rereading Wicked King. I started today, it's Saturday, and I'm on page like 140 something, so I'm like nearly halfway through, because they're really quick short books. I've been really enjoying it, and actually it's nice because I don't really reread books that often, because I've got a really short attention span, and like as soon as I've read it once and I know the storyline, I find it a bit hard to reread it and like still be engaged. But I really like the dynamic between Cardan and Jude. Jude isn't my favourite protagonist, but I mean she's alright, I don't have anything against her, she's just a bit boring sometimes. But I love Cardan. He's just really funny. And yeah, so I'm rereading it, and this is gonna be full of spoilers, by the way. Like I'm just gonna talk about it. But first, I wanted to also mention that I got the Umbra Mortis candle from Becca and the Books' candle shop, which is called Grace and Honey, and it smells so good, and it's got like glitter on the top. But it smells of juniper, cumin and black cedar wood, and like on the website it's described as smelling like a rainy night and lightning in the air. Oh my god, he's like my favourite book, and he's like my book boyfriend, ultimate #1 baby. I swear to fucking god if he dies in the next book. Tonight I'll be able to get a good chunk of the way through this, hopefully near the end, because I read it quite quickly because it's like quite young adult, but it's like still it's enjoyable as well, and I like the plot, and I don't remember too much of it, so I think that's good and helpful. And I'm also like just so excited to get to Queen of Nothing that I'll probably race through it, and I'm hoping to get through both of them this weekend, because I mean they're both only 300 pages, but Monday is included as well because I've got like something on Monday that makes it a bit stressful, so I'm giving myself like the rest of the day as an extra weekend day. Yeah, so yeah, I will let you know my thoughts when I get some. So I've finished book 1 of book 1. Hilarious, I know. And yeah, so far I've been like a bit bored, to be honest. I don't know if it's to do with like rereading it or that like it's just like too young for me. But I'm still like enjoying it. I just don't really feel the like that need to read it. But so I've been reading it, and sorry I'm not to fall off the bed. So I've been reading it, and I got to the bit where obviously these are spoilers, where Jude's been kidnapped, and I love that bit. Like, I mean, it's fucking great. Not that I have anything against her, but it's just like it's when stuff gets spicy, you know, like is she gonna die, is she not? Obviously she won't because it's a YA. But yeah, also Locke should have been murdered so long ago. Like when she first goes to see him in his manor, and she's like, okay, you need to stop doing this, this is the only way I'll let you marry my sister, I'd fucking murdered him. Especially then, like, to have his bachelor party literally be to try and hunt down his wife's twin sister and murder her. Like, what? Hard and sexy, eyeliner baby, he's just like, you know, as usual. But I'm hoping I'll finish it. Like, hopefully I can finish it now and then get started on Queen of Nothing, because I'm excited to get started on Queen of Nothing because obviously the cliffhanger at the end of this is so good that then you're like, shit gets turned around and I have no idea what's gonna happen. Obviously I kind of know. Oh my god. Obviously I kind of know, because like they're gonna get together, they're gonna end up being like high king and queen, I reckon that's my prediction. But yeah, it's really fucking cold, so I might put a second pair of socks on, and I might light my Umbra Mortis candle, you know, try and have some Hunt vibes in here. Yeah, and happy Mother's Day to any mothers out there, anyone who's lost a mother, anyone who's trying to become a mother, new mothers, anyone who's decided not to be a mother. You're all incredible. If we didn't have you, the world wouldn't be, it wouldn't, so thank you so much. Yeah. So I just finished Wicked King. The ending, like the last 20 pages, so good. Yeah, rereading's really not for me. As soon as I even remotely know the plot, I don't really give a shit. Except I think it would be different for Crescent City and for Akasfa, because I love the characters so much. And with Mice and Men, like, you know, favourites, fucking, oh my god, rambling. Yeah, so I finished this. I forgot the bit about, like, the way that Cardan uses the power at the end. Hot, man. And the way that, like, his interaction with Nicasia, and the way that you see, like, Jude's heart, like, drop with the way that he talks about her and, like, offers her a place back in Elfhame. And then to basically, well, to exile Jude. Like, fucking what a dick. So Cardan has a lot of grovelling to do in my eyes for the next book, but at the same time he was really hot with his power, kind of being an arse, and that red cape. Yeah, the writing's entertaining and stuff. One thing I really hope that in Queen of Nothing there isn't too much of the human world, because I live it. I don't want to read about it. Like, but I know there's the whole thing of him sending her letters and stuff, so I've saved the link for that for this moment when I read it, so then, because I know that they're not included in the actual book, so then I can go back and, like, read them. So obviously he, like, writes to her to try and get her to come back, so I'm hoping that she's not, like, back there. But I don't know if any of that was English, but I really I think there'll be a war or, like, a battle, and I love that. Just from like the way things are set up at the end of this, and I hope Nicasia dies. And Locke. Fucking blah blah. And actually Taran can die as well. Fuck off. I quite like Maddox. I think he's pretty cool. Yeah, them's the thoughts. I'm gonna go to bed now though, because I've got a thing in the morning. And then hopefully tomorrow I will just love Queen of Nothing so much that I'll Speedy Gonzales through it. Okay, so I've just finished book 1 of book 3. Never gets old. Yes, I'm exactly halfway through, and I'm just a bit bored, to be honest. Like, I don't know why, but, like, I mean, it's ended on a pretty good cliffhanger where, like, Cardan's being sexy bad boy, but at the same time, it feels like there have been so many, like, kind of twists and turns, but, like, not good ones. Like, ones where I'm like, I honestly don't care anymore. Like, she could die now and I'd be okay with it. But also, like, a whole thing of, like, I know that the stakes aren't that high. There's something in the writing, like, I don't know. Okay, how am I gonna phrase this? There was a moment where I was like, is Cardan going to die? And obviously I knew he wasn't, because it's a YA book and he's, like, a main character. But I was thinking about it and I was like, even in, like, Sarah J Maas in ACOTAR, when there's a moment where you're like, shit, is Feyre gonna die or is Rhys gonna die? And I mean, I know that's a bit more on the like new adult side, but it's categorized as YA, and you basically know that no one important's gonna die. But somehow in how SJM writes it, and her writing in general, the stakes feel so high and you feel so attached to the characters that like you're still like on the edge of your seat. And I remember like crying when I thought one of them could die, or anyone could die that was like important in the story. And like I don't cry easily at books, but like I feel like I'm missing that, where I don't like Jude that much. I think I've come to that conclusion. I have no problems with her, and there are moments in this like when she's with Maddox pretending to be Taryn, her sister, and she's getting all this love from her stepfather, and yet like she knows the whole time that if he knew that it was actually Jude sat before him, she wouldn't be getting any of this love. And that was really sad, but I didn't feel sad about it because there's something in the writing, and it's not bad writing. I think it's more to do with the age demographic and where I'm at in life now, where I kind of can't appreciate it as much. And I mean, at the same time, I'm not going to put it down, because at one point I was like, oh, should I just like DNF it? I hate DNFing. Like, I only DNF if it's like necessary.
Like, I only DNF if it's like necessary.
And also, I'm really sad that Jude didn't get to kill Locke, and that Taryn kind of turned up and was like, yeah, you're gonna go in my place. And then when Vivi was like, dude, if she gets caught, she will be killed. And Taryn was like, well, it'll only be for a couple of hours, it's fine. Like, the nerve, the attitude, the gall. Fucking Taryn's a bitch. Okay, unpopular opinions. Taryn's a bitch, she should die. Taryn shouldn't have got to kill Locke. Maddox, I don't want him to get off that easy. The ghost is hot. The scene where he was like a prisoner in the cave. It's probably because I've seen this fan art of the ghost recently, and I just hadn't known that he looked like that, and I was like, excuse me, no one was going to tell me. So yeah, those are my thoughts, and I'll come and say hi when I finish the book. Okay, so this is taking way longer than I expected. I have made a very bold decision, and it's a decision that I think I've only done this with like 3 books my whole life, and I've decided to DNF it. I just don't give a shit. Like, it's not like it's bad, I can see the merit in it, I don't care. Like, I've got a pretty good idea, I know that they're gonna end up together, I know that there's just been a thing about like some snake or something, I just don't care. I really don't care. And like, I've got 200 pages into it, it was alright, I just don't, I think I've grown out of it a lot, like even though it was only like a year ago that I started reading the series, but I really couldn't give a crap. I've kept my tab in so that I know where I got to, and then if I ever want to, I can go back and finish it. My thoughts on whether that will be happening? Probably won't. But my dad said something to me, and it really, like, it made a lot of sense. He said you can only read so many books in your life, and you should, like, be able to be cutthroat with which ones you choose. And also, it wasn't fair because like I just kept thinking about continuing The Picture of Dorian Gray, which I'm loving, absolutely. Oscar Wilde could do anything and I'd love it. But yeah, so I just knew my head wasn't in the game, and I was like, I need to just cut it loose and admit that it's just not there for me. Yeah, I think it's too young for me now, which is alright, and I still, you know, I can still see how people can enjoy it and respect that, but it's not for me. Yeah, on to the next. I'm sorry this was all for jack shit. But yeah, I'd still recommend it if you like the series and you like a younger romance and a younger, like the story, I don't know, the storyline just felt really like almost wishy-washy, like shit was just happening for the sake of having shit happen. And I just didn't care. Yeah. Also, I've probably already said this, but Jude should have got to kill Locke. And Maddox probably dies in the end or something. And Taryn's a dick. Like, yeah, I said it. Yeah. Thank you for staying if you stayed, and enjoying this piece of trash vlog. Yeah. Hopefully next books will be better that I read. I hope everyone's doing well, and if you want to subscribe and join me for other crap content, yeah, bye.